How many of you remember where you were 61 years ago today? It was a day that sent shockwaves around the world. The day that President Kennedy was assassinated in Dallas. If you have some time this weekend, check out the news coverage of the day on YouTube and notice how much the way we learn of events has changed. It really is remarkable. And while we don't know the exact date, there was another big moment that happened about 2,000 years ago that still affects us today. And no, Captain Obvious, I'm not talking about the birth, the death, or the resurrection of Jesus. Let's take a look at the first 6 verses of Acts chapter 9. Meanwhile, Saul was still breathing out murderous threats against the Lord's disciples. He went to the high priest and asked him for letters to the synagogues in Damascus, so that if he found any there who belonged to the way, whether men or women, he might take them as prisoners to Jerusalem. As he neared Damascus on his journey, suddenly a light from heaven flashed around him. He fell to the ground and heard a voice say to him, "Saul, Saul, why do you persecute me?" "Who are you, Lord?" Saul asked. "I am Jesus, whom you are persecuting," he replied. "Now get up and go into the city, and you will be told what you must do." Discovering God's will takes place in steps. The first step is awareness. You cannot change direction if you're unaware that you're headed in the wrong direction. So spend some time thinking about where you are presently headed. If it's not where you need to go, then write down the steps that you must take to go where you want to go and to accomplish what you want to accomplish. Make those steps as concrete as you possibly can. Now, will they be absolutely the right steps? Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But you won't know for sure until you start moving forward. Moving forward is an action. And step 2 is action. You can't win if you don't begin. So take initiative. Do something specific each day that will move you one step closer to your goal. And then continue to do it every day. Step 3 is accountability. Few things will inspire you to see your goals through like accountability. One way that you can do that is to share your goals. When you tell people what you plan to do, you feel pressure to keep working at it. Give those people permission to ask you about your progress. It's like giving yourself a deadline so that you will keep moving toward it. And writing down things also gives you another form of accountability. So do you want to do God's will? Then start with these necessary steps to finding what it takes to do His will. Awareness, action, and accountability. Thank you all for your generous donations to the folks at St. John's Technical High School for their Thanksgiving outreach to families in St. Augustine. You are such a blessing, and we so appreciate it, and I know they did too. And speaking of blessings, this Sunday is the last day to bring in your shoeboxes for Operation Christmas Child. And remember, each box you see on Sunday represents a child that will learn of Christ's love for them. And if you have a pickup truck, stick around after the second service on Sunday to load the cartons and to transport them to the drop-off center at Good News Church right off of I-95. We hope that you can join us this Sunday for worship at the Village Church. Our services are at 9 and 11 a.m. And as always, if you can't join us in person, you can always worship with us online on our Facebook page or our YouTube channel at the Village Church at World Golf Village. And remember to pray for the first of our Operation Christmas Child mission teams that will be heading to Charlotte this Sunday and working on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at the Charlotte Processing Center. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, and it's starting to feel more like it as well. Have a great weekend, and if you are starting your Thanksgiving travel early, please be safe. We love you, and we want to see you real soon. Have a great day.